60
80
years
years
ago.
ago. It's 80 years now.
Yeah.
60s? 60s
Yeah,
was
'cause we're 2020
I
now,
can
man.
tell that we're on the same.
1960s
because we just think it's still
was-
2000.
No, bro. 1960s
How we
was 60 years
reference
ago.
everything. It's like it keeps getting more, but we're like all our math is based on the year 2000.
Yeah,
No,
the
bro,
80s was
60
like
years
20
ago.
years ago, bro. That's so funny.
Like realizing things in the world, so that's like our reference point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Forget that 20 years has passed.
Are you
since then.
yeah, are you like 25, bro? Are you like a
Yeah, I'm
mid
20.
90s?
I'm 28.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was 92.
We're
2000 is like
95.
when we started becoming like aware of things, so that's our like reference point of history.
Yeah. My memories are like
Shit.
2002. I remember like my teachers like writing 2002 on like the boards, and I remember being like, okay, weird. Shit's going on in the world. Yo, back right. These guys.
We're the best around. Bro, it's already Friday. Tomorrow. Bro, I feel like weeks have been going by so fucking fast.
But it depends on how eventful you make.
How what?
How eventful you make them.
Hiding in the like house back, and then there was one half wall.
Like days where I've noticed that like, okay, I've burnt some days where like I legit like wake up, be on my phone for like an hour or two, and like play video games.
Are you still camping there?
I'll eat like one meal and then play more video games, and it's like late and I'll go to sleep or some shit. And those days go by way quicker than days that I feel like I'm doing shit. Oh fuck me, I gotta get up there. Oh shit, I shit the bed there, my bad. You don't find that like you base your life or your weeks off of events?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you definitely do.
Yeah.
I was watching something, it was like, you ever watch that guy, he's like, I don't know, he's kind of a corny YouTuber, but his name's like Smarter Every Day. And he does like,
No.
I think I've heard of that guy, yeah.
he's like, he's very PG, but like, the videos are kind of interesting sometimes. And he did one where he was like on a Navy boat, and the way that the people in or he was in a submarine, and the way that the people judge
This
time
pussy.
is through the meals that they eat.
That's true.
So because they don't see the sun and they don't go up and they like sleep like they work like these 16-hour shifts or whatever, like you're up 16 hours then you go to sleep. Like it's
Yeah.
a weird thing. So the only way that they can recollect time is through events, and the events that happen in their lives because they're doing the same thing every single day is the food that they eat. So food is super important for a submarine, for morale and just for mental sanity. Just because it lets them know like, okay, it's Friday because we had waffles today. And like waffles and ice cream is like a big thing for them.
Yeah, it makes sense though. Friday.
But it's interesting how like the military, if anybody knows anything about psychology, it's the American military,
dude.
or it's the
Fucking
American
crazy.
anything. Any infrastructure
Oh, yeah.
that's American, bro, you gotta think about it. They have it cracked, bro.
Yeah.
They do like routines and shit, and like you'll like make your bed every morning in the military because it, like it teaches some shit that like unlocks some like supernatural code. It's all related, bro.
It's crazy.
Yo, that's okay. Yo, how crazy is that though? If you think about that, that's proof that there's two ways of knowledge, of passing down knowledge. It's either through actual knowledge, so knowing how something works, or through rituals that get you to that knowledge. And what we're talking about with the military is rituals. So they get you,
Yeah.
they teach you something, but you only learn it through going through the ritual. And through doing the ritual, you learn the knowledge that you're supposed to know.
Doing's always better than just hearing.
No, but it's just a different way of passing it down.
It's
As
different.
in, you're not reading it in a book, and you're not explicitly learning.
But that's what I'm saying though. No, like doing it is much better than reading it. In
You
terms
think?
of retention, in terms of
Hey.
understanding. Yeah.
Mm.
They changed the way your mind thinks, though. Like, they fuck you up for life. And, like, some of it's good, but, like, my dad was 8 years in the military, and then I had to grow up with it. So, it was it's in the house. You get out.
But I think you
Like-
can use like
That's why, like, they're so efficient at, like, warfare.
They're fucking
The
brainwashed.
they're so good at violence because it's just such a fucking mindset at that point. Like, they're just going through the fucking motion of what they're doing. They don't even know. Like, it's...
Mhm. But I think you can hack it in proper ways, right? So let's say like you get like you want to start a business, you can kind of implement those same routines so that you go
Yep.
through the motions and you just do whatever you got to do with your business, or like you call the bank, or you do like the hard task that nobody
Yep.
wants to do. Like I think like that's
just-
my
Yeah, for
takeaway
sure.
from it,
Do
is
it.
that like you can
You're
hack
just
it in
doing
different
it.
ways. Yeah. And like you can even make it into like sillier examples, like if you were an esports guy and you're training for like a video game, like you can use that type of discipline to. Oh shit, he's in the backup. But I agree, yeah, it could be twisted. I'm not a big advocate for like the military or like all that type of shit, but like
Like,
I am like
even
I
in
will respect it.
construction, like in construction, so like what I've learned, because like I manage a lot of construction too. When
Mhm.
you get an ex-military guy, great field guy, he will go out and he'll do everything you need him to do, hands-on, but then he can't think for himself. Like, it's just weird.
Yeah, because he's
And,
used to
like,
following
you can, like,
orders.
word it. Yeah, and you just learn it. And they
Yeah.
get like upset. You're just like, hey man, we just gotta figure it out. And you're, no, you gotta fucking tell me what's going on. You're just like, okay.
Yeah, tell me what to do type, or like okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
And they're like,
That-
you get
that's
like
that's
four
also
of
like a
those, and you're
worker's
like, I'm starting
mentality.
to learn. Yeah. And there's not necessarily anything wrong with it. It's just it's weird how I don't know, like how common it was. Like a cliche that was like so solid after a little bit. I'm like, okay, so I know exactly how to use this guy.
But you know what's
Yeah.
crazy is that we're not conscious, but I think our countries and our societies do this to us. And like we
Yeah.
think within certain constraints because of like our geography. I was watching something, bro. It was like it was a fucked up video kind of. They were labeling this girl an NPC. They were like, people were saying, is this human being really living? And the reason why they're questioning that is because
They're
this
saying what?
this girl, she didn't have an internal voice in her head. Like she never had a thinking voice. She just, everything she thought came out of her mouth immediately. Like there was no internal thinking.
Really?
She was extremely efficient though. Like she would complete tasks really quickly, and like she was really good at shit like that. But she didn't complete different way of thinking. Like she didn't think.
Yeah.
She just did.
Yeah, which isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.